Hello, children. Macavity, the Mystery Cat by T.S. Eliot. Thomas Stearns Eliot was an essayist, a critic, a playwright, and one of the well-known poets of the 20th century. He was awarded Nobel Prize in Literature in 1948. His poem, Macavity, the Mystery Cat, is one of the best-known poems from Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. The soul of the poem. The poem deals with a master criminal who can defy and break any law. The poet calls him a mystery cat and the hidden paw. The poet says that he defies law again and again, but he is never caught. When the flying squad reaches the scene of crime, Macavity is not there, so the Scotland Yard is puzzled. In committing crimes, no one is like Macavity. He is matchless in his field. He can do any impossible task. He can disappear. He can break Newton's law of gravity and float in the air without support. Even the fakir and the magician are surprised to see his feats. You may look for him in the basement and in the air. You will have no access to him. Macavity is a tall and thin cat. His eyes are sunken and his head is highly doomed. He sways his head from side to side like a snake. His coat is dusty and his whiskers are uncombed. Macavity is a devil in cat's shape. He is morally corrupt. When you think he is sleeping, he is wide awake in fact. You may meet and see him everywhere, but whenever his crime is discovered, you will not find him there. The poem goes like this. Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the hidden paw, for he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying Scots' despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. Macavity, Macavity, there is no one like Macavity. He has broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a fakir stare. And when you reach the scene of crime, Macavity is not there. You may seek him in the basement. You may look up in the air. But I tell you once and once again, Macavity is not there. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. His brow is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly doomed. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he is half asleep, he is always wide awake. Macavity, Macavity, there is no one like Macavity, for he is a fiend in feline shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by-street, you may see him in the square, but when a crime is discovered, then Macavity is not there. Central idea of the poem. One of the main themes in the poem is criminality, because the poem is a comparison to criminals. Macavity is in fact used to draw a comparison to criminals and antisocial elements who are always at a run. Another theme is mischief, because although the poem gives us a serious thought, it is written in a very light and playful manner. Thank you.